So NBC finally admits that Chuck Todd is not only insanely biased, but he's flat out putting deceptive videos on there. Now, we've all heard the hoo-ha that if you put deceptive campaign videos on YouTube, you can get in lots of trouble. I wonder what they will do with NBC's and Meet the Press, because if it's Sunday, it's Meet the Press and listen to how they twist your words and lie. NBC News Chuck Todd aired... Oh, by the way, welcome to the Tea Party Hardy channel. Glad to have you here. NBC News Chuck Todd aired a deceptively edited clip of Attorney General Bill Barr discussing the Michael Flynn case during the Meet the Press broadcast on Sunday, prompting the network to concede the mistake hours later. Wait a minute. I went to school and learned how to speak English mostly okay, and there's a problem here. Todd aired a deceptively edited clip. Deceptively edited clip is not a mistake. That is not what the word mistake means. Nice try, NBC. I don't think so. If he deceptively edited the clip, that's no mistake. You can't have mistake and deception at the same time. No, no, no. So, which is it going to be? Was he deceiving us, or did he make a boo-boo? Because it sounds like he deceived us, and now you're trying to layer it on and deceive us as well by calling it a mistake. Does it ever end? Probably not. Asked by CBS News, Catherine Herridge, who jumped ship from Fox News after being there for a long time, I think since the beginning of the channel. She switched over to CBS. She's the second one to do that I'm aware of. The other one was Major Captain, whatever. Him. And, it's weird, because, when he left Fox, when he was at Fox, he had a good time, and he was always smiling and laughing. Now he's over, Captain Stoic. So I'm not sure he's happy with his decision, and I'm sure that Major General, Captain Major, I can't remember his name. Anyways, I wonder how much of an influence he had in bringing Catherine Herridge over. Because that is a very small group of people, the Washington News Corps. So they do know all of each other. Anyways, asked by NBC Catherine News Herridge, I can do this. Catherine, maybe I can't. 1, 2, 3. Asked by CBS News, Catherine Herridge, how history would judge the Department of Justice decision to move to dismiss the Flynn's case, Barr initially responded laughing, well, history's written by the winners, so it largely depends on who's writing the history. After the brief clip aired, Todd remarked that he was struck by the cynicism of the answer. It's a correct answer, but he's the Attorney General. He didn't make the case that he was upholding the rule of law. He was almost admitting that, yeah, this was a political job. As much as Chuck Todd knew that Russia was a hoax from day one, and that the Flynn case was a hoax from day one, he knows this statement, too, is a hoax. And he made this day one when he stated it. It's just, when does it stop? Apparently never. In the full clip, which NBC show did not air, Barr immediately went on to state explicitly that, in fact, he felt that the Flynn decision upheld the rule of law. Here's the quote. I think a fair history would say it was a good decision because it upheld the rule of law, Barr said. It upheld the standards of the Department of Justice, and it undid what was an injustice. Oh boy, was it an injustice. And if you do not participate in right-wing media, you are being slammed with the left-wing media telling you, oh my God, but he lied. McCabe lied greatly, and there was no outcry for him. Whereas if you read right-wing media, then you will know very well Flynn ran out of money. And there was an article in the Atlantic, and The Atlantic was just tearing. It's like, oh no, he's got all these resources. Dude, he ran through them. He was a general in the military. He wasn't a stockbroker. He wasn't Wall Street millionaire, billionaire. The dude ran out of money. He already had to sell his house to pay his legal fees for a really crappy lawyer, thank you very much. And then the FBI was going after his son, saying, well, if you won't tell us what we want to know about Trump, Russia, then we will go after your son, too, to wipe out his entire family. It's on the record that the FBI did not believe that he ever lied. It's on the record, now that the documents are out, that they said, well, are we tricking him to get him fired, or are we tricking him to send him to jail? And the left thinks that he should still go to jail for that complete setup. Complete setup. It's despicable. I can guarantee you they wouldn't have that for their own standards because we have the measurement of McCabe. Just like Kavanaugh, we have the measurement of Tara Reade. They don't care. The left doesn't care. The rules don't apply to them. Hillary Clinton went in with all those meetings and lied her little Patushki off. She hired people to smash her cell phones with a hammer so they couldn't get to her emails. And did she ever get prosecuted? Did she ever go before a judge? No. Remember Boy Scout Comey standing there saying, well, what she did was really, really horrible, but, no reasonable jury, or whatever he said, no reasonable person would prosecute this. Well, I can think of about half of America that would reasonably disagree with you vehemently. But that's okay. If Watergate, I was going to say Whitewater, it's the Clintons. If Watergate was able to send all those people to jail for breaking in to the Democrats and their campaign office, then what's going to happen to Obama and Comey and all those others who knowingly didn't have to break in, but they did spy on Trump? They did set Flynn up. They did set Papadopoulos up and made him go to jail. And the list is huge. If we live in a country with blind justice, in other words, it doesn't matter what party you are, what gender you are, what anything you are, then, oh, Durham, please make Watergate look like what it is in comparison to the situation with Flynn, with Trump, with the spying, with Papadopoulos, with the rest of them. Please, let's get some serious justice. And then let the Atlantic go, well, they had all the resources. Well, let's see if your guys have the resources. Let's see if you guys have it. Because when you put the shoe on the other foot, ask Joe Biden, well, I said you should believe all women after an investigation. No, you didn't. No, you really, really didn't. So, Chuck Todd lies. NBC lies about the lying by saying, it was a mistake. Dude, it's not deception. If it's a mistake. They're not the same. Thanks for watching. We will see you in the future.